We're getting so close to that £100 a month dividends. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. So we're going to dive into my portfolio, see how it's doing at the end of May. So as you can see here, top of the screen is what I hold in my Trading 212 account. Portfolio is currently sat at £18,468. I've invested £17,435. Currently up £1,032, which is almost 6%, so just under 6%. So portfolio is doing pretty well at the moment. I do have some money in the free funds. So if you have like here, I've got £1,409 in the free funds. We will dive into that, see how much interest that brings me in every day going forward later on in the video. So please stay tuned for that. Before we jump into my stocks, please hit that like and subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. If you are interested in Trading 212 and joining it, there is a link below, so go check that out, click on it, and when you sign up, deposit your first amount of money, you get free shares worth up to £100. So with those shares, you can do completely anything you like, keep them, sell them, withdraw the money, completely up to you. So let's get into the video. So we've gone over my portfolio, what it looks like overall. Let's dive into the stocks. So AbbVie 1.44, that is currently up 6.7%. AMD 0.68 shares, and that is currently up 10.85%. That is doing quite nicely. Amazon is a new one, so if you watched my last video, I created a pie which pays me dividends every month. So I've put a number of strong dividend paying stocks into one pie, and the goal is to invest £12 every week for a year, and each month a different company will pay me a dividend. So each month I'll be getting paid dividends, and that pie will just keep on growing. So go check them out. I will also touch on them here. So Amazon is one of those companies. Apple's another one. 0.23 shares, and that is currently up 9.39%. Avira, 239 shares. That's just paid me a dividend which got reinvested. Again, the goal for this is still to get this as close to 300, or to get it to 300 shares as soon as possible. That's currently up 13.59%. Bank of America, I haven't touched this in ages. That's just sat at 6 shares and a solid 31.24%. Coca-Cola, 13 shares, and again that is up 5.98%. So we're looking quite good. A lot of our shares so far are in the green. QYLP, which is a spin-off of QYLD. It's just a UK version, which is tax-free for myself. This is a pretty decent company. It bounces back and forth the line. It doesn't have much change really in the stock price, but it does pay a really good dividend, which currently at the moment is getting reinvested. And every month it's buying me about a share and a half at the moment. So every month when I get paid dividends, I keep adding 1.5 shares to this. Soon I'll start getting 2 free shares every month, and those dividends will get bigger, bigger, bigger. Once it's big enough, I'll stop investing into this, and the dividend will go into something else to fund my portfolio. But at the moment, with this one, dividends is getting reinvested to grow this as quick as possible, so I get paid more dividends. It's currently down 0.2% but like I said, it stays within the average. Really doesn't really drop or increase that much. EQQ is another ETF that I'm in. Haven't really touched this one in a long time, but it's what I'm going to hold for the long term at the moment, and that is currently up 6.52%. Johnson & Johnson is one of the companies, which is a new company, which I've added to this pie, where I currently have 0.30 shares, and that's currently down 1.32%. Legal & General, I had 300 shares of that last month. It just paid me a nice hefty dividend, which got reinvested and bought me 17 new shares. That's currently down 0.32%. Lowe's is another company which I've added into the new pie. 0.04 shares, which is currently down 3.30%. Main Street Capital is my invest £1 a day challenge. If you haven't watched that video, jump over to my channel and give that a watch. Pretty much I invest £1 every day into Main Street Capital throughout the year. Currently hold 9 shares of this, and it's currently up 11.8%. Microsoft is a growth stock of mine, so it's just what I'm holding long term. Not really touching it. If I do have some extra cash, I will invest into this, but it's pretty up at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that grow and see how it goes. I got 3 shares, and it's currently up 36.71%. 0.26 shares, and it is currently up 123%. So that is a massive gain for me. Again, not really pumping much money into this, just due to how much it's up at the moment. To be honest, I might just keep investing into this because I don't see this dropping anytime soon, especially dropping 100%. That is a bit of a crazy drop. PepsiCo, 0.49 shares. That's currently down 3.43%. Procter & Gamble is a new one to the portfolio, which is in that pie. 0.27 shares, and it's currently up 1.63%. Realty Income, the monthly paying dividend. I now have 104 shares of this, and it's currently down 7.9%. It slowly creeped up for a bit, then it dropped back down, climbed again, it's gone back down again. So I'm not too fussed with this. It is a long time, and with interest rates at the moment, it is currently still a rubbish company, but it is paying me a monthly paying dividend, so not too much to complain about there. Starbucks, 0.47 shares, that's currently down 6%. This is also in the new pie, the monthly paying pie. FTSE All World High Dividend is doing pretty well for me. 108 shares of this, and that is currently up 9.63%. So it's just constantly a nice slow growth, which I like to see here. And again, it also pays a nice dividend as well. And then the S&P 500, again, it just keeps growing. No change for the S&P 500. 21 shares, and it's currently up 14.72%. So again, this is just something I'll just keep ticking over with and just keep adding funds into. So that's pretty much all my shares right there. Pretty much all in the green, apart from a couple. So we're just going to dive into the dividends now and what dividends I got paid in May. So here we are over at the dividends. As you can see here, the first payment was on the 10th of May, and that was from QILP, also known as QILD. And again, like I said, that pays me a solid £15.72, which gets reinvested and buys me, like I said, a share, about a share and a half at the moment. After that, the next one was the 15th, and every month, pretty much, these two pay me the 15th of every month, really. So Main Street Capital paid me £1.44. Again, that got reinvested straight away. And Reality Income, £17.99. Again, that got reinvested straight back into it. So these pay me on the 15th of every month. But this month I also had AbbVie, which paid me a dividend of £1.23. So that's pretty much how much you get paid for earning one share of AbbVie. So a nice decent dividend really from AbbVie. 16th of May, Apple then paid us out 0.03 pence. This is a new one to the portfolio, which is in that new pie I created of a monthly pay-in dividend pie. So every month now I should be getting a dividend from one of those companies. Apple was the first one to pay that. 23rd was a big one from AbbVie. Like I said, it paid me a decent one, and it was a £50 dividend, which was nice to see there. And the last dividend of May was from Starbucks, which was 13 pence. So not too bad. I think it's a month around about £86 I think I earned this month. So getting close to that £100 mark. I think I will see it soon in the next couple of months for sure. Let's go check out my free funds and how much that earns me with interest. So we're going to jump over to interest. As you can see here, it pays me 20 pence a day. So what did I have my free funds? 1,400? Yeah. So 1,400 pays me 20 pence every day. So just holding that money in my free funds, trading 212 is giving me 20 pence every day. So that's quite nice. Each week I'll pretty much get in £1 added to my free fund. And you can see how that keeps growing. And then at the end of the year I'll have hopefully £50, maybe more, of free cash just sat there from trading 212. So again, thanks for watching this video. If you did like it, please hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.